What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Relationships are very interesting, guys, for many reasons, because, you know, it's kind of like sports teams. One team can really value you a lot, and we've seen this happen in sports. Look at Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was really powerful on the Pittsburgh Steelers. You go to the New York Jets. We all know what happens to your career once you go to the Jets or Raiders. We're gonna be real. Your career dies, okay? And then after that, you're out of the league. Once you go to the Jets or the Raiders, it's over for you, okay? And, you know, what I notice is when it comes to women in long-term relationships, like Tia Mowry is going through it, and she's not bad looking. Tia Mowry is good looking. Other women, they get in relationships, all of a sudden they get out of the relationship, and then they feel like, I'm a free agent now on the block. So now I'm a free agent, and, you know, even though I was married, I want to get out there, and dude's gonna be on me. And we should have known that this was the case when Lala Anthony said this.
Here's how it goes. Because this is what I'm finding. I don't understand this. This is how it goes. Okay. When you're younger, you want to date older guys. And I'm not saying when you get older, you want to date younger guys, but when you get older, only younger guys want to date you. It's the wildest thing. Literally, guys will DM me or want to take me out, and I'll Google them. I'll be like, you're 22 years old. Like, how? Like, how does this work? But, like, so confident, so, like, I want to take you out. I think you're amazing. And I'm just like, what's the cutoff? Like, I don't know the cutoff. I'm just saying, what is the cutoff?
No, it's a real thing.
But okay, but we got to go back. Okay. We'll get to that next.
Yeah, because we do have
But
to talk
I don't
about
get
that.
what this thing is like.
No, it's a real thing.
The older you get, the younger the guys get, and it's wild.
So Lala Anthony was saying, hey, all of a sudden, young dudes is in my inbox. Now you hear Tracy Ellis Ross saying that. You're hearing Amber Rose saying that. Now, once they start talking like that, that's down bad, okay? And let me tell you why. Once you're a woman and you get to the point where you had a guy who was the truth, and then all of a sudden you leave the guy, you get back on the market, and all you're getting is Y-end, that's kind of like going to the Raiders. It's like going to the Jets, all right? It's like, you know, your career is about to be over soon. And so Lala Anthony was experiencing that. Allegedly, she was dating some young actor, you know, and wasn't nobody really checking for her. She went and got, I think, another BBL. You know, Carmelo Anthony, I mean, obviously, she's already older than Carmelo, so he was able to move on, but her, not so much, okay? Then there is a situation going on right now, allegedly with Yo Gotti, okay? So Yo Gotti, Angela Simmons, and Lala Anthony. This is a big cheek clapping situation. And Tasha K broke out something that I had no idea about. Again, like, I report on the news, but Tasha K is much more like, she got people on the streets calling and all of that. I don't have it set up like that. But this is what Tasha K said about Lala Anthony's cheeks.
He was fucking Lala, the same fucking guy, bro. Like, I like you, girl. You barely even make my show, okay? But wine is wine. And the only reason I reached out to that man, I'm not going to give him any clout. I'm not going to post your address. I know that I know they are currently trying to get a stalking case put on the guy. And I wasn't going to platform the guy at all. I just wanted the information. And it wasn't, he said that he had saw Gotti in his trucks outside of your house. At the same time, you know, he was with Angela Simmons. I said, bitch. So we got a message from Miss Lala at 2:00 in the morning. Why no? Lala says, hey Tasha, it's Lala, hope all is well. I'm reaching out to you directly because the man who lives across the street from me that you reached out to is causing a lot of problems and an extreme safety risk for me and my son. He exposed my address and where we live and made all kinds of false accusations because I've never even met or seen him a day in my life. Really crazy. Police and authorities and lawyers are now involved. I just ask, please don't add fuel to this one because I'm a mom and I'm concerned for my safety. I live alone with my son. Hope you can understand and respect that. Not sure if there's some mental health issues with him or whatever. And I said, noted. Okay. And then she said, thank you, Tasha. This came out of nowhere and he has been extremely stressful and scary. Hoping to have it resolved soon. I said, I got you. Take care. But I didn't say I wasn't going to spill a wine about it because he said it was Gotti trucks lined up outside of that house. So I literally had to make a call. I was like, yo, is this true? And they was like, yeah, like, it's, but she's not the type. Ever since Carmelo, had 3 babies on her, she ain't trying to pop out and be with nobody publicly. Like when she was with Lil Baby, nobody knew about that.
So again, I saw people in the comment section really berating Tasha K for reading that out in the public. You gotta know if you DM Tasha K, she gonna probably read it out. Her neighbor across the street was saying that, hey, Yo Gotti's truck was over there. He was clapping cheeks and the dude was putting out Lala Anthony's address and she lives there with Carmelo Anthony's son and all that. But then Tasha K said something that's interesting. She said, well, I don't know about that one, but she was definitely getting her cheeks clapped by Lil Baby. Okay, let's look at it in this direction, man. On the one end, I've met a lady who's been married before and been divorced before the age of 30. And so after being married for 10 years, 5 years, maybe you just want to get your cheeks clapped. And that's it. Like, look what's going on with Cardi B and Offset. Is Offset really that serious about Cardi B? I'm not sure, but they're entertainers. They live a booty clapping style type of lifestyle anyway. So when you're living that booty clapping type of lifestyle, it don't really matter sometimes. It's just clapping everywhere. You don't mind if you guys are doing the 3 SU1s together with chicks and you got the pink Coke out there and you're high clapping and everything's okay. So we can say that maybe she just wants her fun. Maybe she never wants to get married again. That could be it. Or here's the second opportunity that we got to talk about. Maybe you can't get married again. And I've seen so many cases where women at one point want to get back into a serious relationship and then you can't, okay? And this is important for many people out there in life, not just women, but men also, is just because one person valued you a whole lot at a particular time, it doesn't mean that somebody else, will take you seriously. And the only way that somebody takes you seriously is you gotta have something to offer. And when I see Amber Rose, I see Lala Anthony, I see Tracy Ellis Ross, I see Tia Mowry, I see ladies who feel like they think they have a lot to offer, and I don't see anything wrong with how they look, but I feel like you're not willing to put what's necessary out there or learn from your mistakes to get the kind of man you want. So then you justify it by dealing with dudes who are just gonna pass you around and say, I hit that. And that's being the number one chick to being one of many. And I see it happen all the time. And I see when women can't get the kind of guy that they want, they kind of justify, oh, well, I don't want nothing seriously, no way. Oh, I got opportunities if I want, I just don't want to choose them. I met a chick like that on Facebook. She had some huge, I'm talking about some tiggos, right? Like huge. And she was like, I got dudes on me. I'm like, do you? She was like, hell yeah, I got all these dudes want to do X, Y. I said, really? And you looked at all the dudes that was in the comment section, dudes that was dusty, dudes that had no teeth and whatever. It wasn't like no dude that was really trying to like take her seriously. And I don't know, I think she's still on Facebook. Now I'm gonna go check, but she definitely was thick. She gotta be in her 40s. But not nobody that really want to deal with you seriously, okay? And the reason why, it wasn't because she didn't have those tiggo bitties or cheeks. It was you never adapted to what somebody wanted. So then when you don't want to adapt to what somebody wants, then you just down bad. You just become down bad all the time. And so then don't nobody take you seriously. Then now, like, you left your husband and y'all divorced and now you just somebody else side chick and it becomes, oh, you hit that? Yeah, man. For real? Me too. Really? Yeah, I hit that. It was easy. So you start finding out, like, if you got Anthony, the wife you love for so long, all of a sudden, oh shoot, this girl got a baby now. All of a sudden, you clapping it up. Like, all of a sudden, this is what you're doing now. All of a sudden, you're down bad. Like now, and as it gets worse, the clapping just gets, now you're dealing with somebody broke like me. Now you're dealing with somebody dusty. And it's like, it's kind of like an old fighter that don't want to give up. Like kind of like Sugar Ray Robinson when he's like 47, still fighting. It's like, come on, man, you gotta retire, man. You can't do it no more. And a lot of ladies don't understand, like, at a certain point, if you don't bring something to the game or think that you can do that, here come Yo Gotti just hitting and quitting it. You can say you want that. I don't think so. Here come Lil Baby hitting and quitting it. Then you usually married to a dude and then you don't keep your value up because, you know, that BBL and looking good, that'll keep dudes wanting to come in there, but it's not gonna keep nobody because again, you never learn how to deal with men. And when men pick up on that, they be out, especially guys with opportunity. Now, you can always get a dude you can pay for a fact, for sure. A dude you can trick on, you can always get him, baby, at all times. But that dude that's actually really about something, that got an opportunity, you know, dudes start looking at your negatives once you can't come to the table correct. Oh, how many kids you got? Oh, okay. How old are you? Oh, okay. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Your availability? Oh, okay. So now all of a sudden dudes start like putting you on the scoreboard and everything. You know what? Let me go ahead and limit her to Thursday night clapping. Then as soon as you ask for something else more committed, oop, ghost. Let's just be friends. They'll clap until you ask for something. Let's just stay friends. Boop. Now you got to start all over again. Now you with me and you down bad. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. Appreciate it for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.